Hey, good morning. Welcome to Monday Morning Mask. La 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 la. Okay, why take my glasses off? I need them. Okay, we're gonna do the Munsub Rose mask, hydrating and brightening facial mask. And I already read it. I read it again to you after I put it on. Okay? Hold on. It's a sheet mask, but it's hydrating and brightening. Hold on, let me do something before I put this on. I'm gonna put some moisturizer on my lips. Okay. Yesterday, I ran all over the place with a face mask on because you're supposed to, especially if you want to stay healthy. This smells like honeysuckles. Yeah. Well, it's supposed to be a rose mask. Okay, hold on. It's very wet. I had this in the refrigerator. It is extremely cold. And it smells wonderful. Okay, how do I look? So at 17 after, this will be coming off. Okay? But yeah, yesterday, Saturday, I went all over the place because it was my niece's birthday. Well, her birthday was last week. But something happened and we had to postpone it. I don't remember what. What was that? I don't remember. But so yesterday or Saturday, I was running around doing things for that. And then Sunday, yesterday, I had to go to Walgreens and get my medicine. And I was a little surprised that they had filled it because when COVID started, I had been having a real bad cough. And so did my sister. And her doctor prescribed some antibiotics because he said that she had something going on in her chest. Hold on. And I was like, well, we're in the same house. Maybe we have the same thing. So I called my doctor and I said, hey, this is what's going on. I talked to a nurse. And she's like, well, he's busy right now. He'll call you back. I'm like, okay. And I'm thinking, this is the early stages, and they're telling you not to go in to see the doctor. And I was like, what is he doing? But then again, I don't know what else he has to do. So he calls me and says, look, I can't have you come in. We have to do this over the phone. I said, that's fine. I only want to ask you a question. And he goes, okay. I tell him what I told you. Barb had a real bad cough. The doctor gave her antibiotics to get rid of it. I have a bad cough now too. Can I get some antibiotics? And he goes, no, I don't think you have COVID. I said, I didn't say I had COVID. I said I had a bad cough. There's a difference there. And he's like, no, sorry. And I'm like, okay, whatever. Long story short, he sent me a bill for $25 and they charged my insurance $75. And I contested it. And the billing company said, no, he says he did it. I said, I want to hear the tapes. And they're like, what? And I go, the tapes. He taped it, right? Because they always say, you're being taped. Let's hear him say it, because he didn't say it. And they're like, we can't release those tapes to you. I'm like, because he didn't say it. So I talked to my insurance, and they're like, well, you can contest this. And I did. And they still paid it. So doctors can charge for anything, and people are it's mandatory. No matter what, you have to pay. So I've made an appointment for another doctor. I'm changing doctors. Unfortunately, I'm changing it in March. That's the soonest I can get in to see my new doctor. March. So Walgreens called and said, hey, your prescription's up. Do you want us to call your doctor? Because we can't fill it. And I'm like, it's that doctor. I'm like, okay. He filled it. I could not believe it. And I wrote some pretty nasty things all over that check that I sent. I was going to send them a check for like 5 cents. I have this old checkbook that I found from my old address. Same account. And I was going to write 25-cent checks and send it in the mail. And a 50-cent check, send it in the mail. I didn't do it. But I wrote in the notes, you lying sack of bleep. You're ripping me off. You ripped off my insurance. You should be ashamed of yourself. They cashed it. So I went into Walgreens and got my medicine filled. And when I have my new doctor, I'm going to go transfer it to another one, because Walgreens charged my sister. It usually costs her $12 for some medicine, and that's with insurance. And she sent me to go get it. And I go, well, how much is it about? And she goes, I don't know. They charged her $60, $59.95, something like that. And I said, you're paying $59.95 for a prescription? She goes, what? And then she went back and looked, and it had gone up from $12. She called them, and she argued with them, and they said, okay, fine, we're going to refund you money, but, next time we can't do this, because apparently her insurance had changed. She works for a hospital. Really? That's looking out for your employees during a pandemic. And then they called and said, look, we can't give you the price of $12. We can refund you $20. So it was like $39.95, $40. So she called around and she found another place that will do it for $12. So that's what she's going to do. That was Sunday. What else can I talk about? I still have like 5-6 minutes. I don't know. Okay. So you guys know Sweetie comes down and hangs with me at nighttime. I get home around 12:20, and she's waiting at the door when I come in, because she wants a tea. And the first time, I was like, "Oh, you're so cute. You waited for me." And I gave her a snap. And then the second time, and then she followed me downstairs. And I think it was Tiffany no, it wasn't Tiffany. It was Random Reviews with Stephanie. Stephanie sent me some dog treats and they were still downstairs. And I was like, here, have one. And then ever since then, every night, she would come down and get her dog treats. She would get one upstairs and she would come downstairs and hang out with me. I give her another treat. Um, she's mad at me. Uh, Friday, I left for work. I left early and I was in a rush. And I brought her outside. She didn't want to go. Her sister went out too. Her sister went. And then Sweetie came back inside and had not done anything. And she refused. She just sat by the door. I went and checked the area where we have pee pads. Nothing on there. So she had been alone. She had been outside since probably 9 o'clock. And it was 11:30. I left early because I had stuff that I needed to get done. And she hadn't gone. Nobody had gone in the pee pad room. And I knew when I left she was going to go in there and go. So I didn't give her a treat. I gave her sister one who went potty. And I said, no. And she's like, what? What? I go, no. You were a bad girl. You made me mad. And I left. She didn't meet me at the door Friday night. Well, really, Saturday. And I was like, whatever. I went downstairs. Sometimes she oversleeps. I went downstairs. She never came down for her treat. Saturday, she never came down for a treat. Last night, she never came down for a treat. And Saturday, I gave her, if we want to have dinner, we have to have like cold cuts and give them the cold cuts so we can eat, and they won't take any of our food. While my sister was eating her dinner, I was doing that. I had had a burrito earlier in the day. I wasn't hungry. So then Barb decided to have dessert, which was Ted Drew's. If you've ever been to St. Louis, you must go to Ted Drew's. It's a frozen yogurt. No, it's not. Frozen custard. It's yummy. So in order for Barb to eat her ice cream, and well, I say ice cream, it's frozen custard. In order for her to eat her dessert in peace, I gave them 2 lollipop dog treats. And what it is a rawhide and then more rawhide on top. And it's a big chew. And both of them love it. And I was messing with Sweetie and, acting like I was going to grab it. Because she's always taking my food. And she growled at me. She was like, and I'm like this, come on, come on. And I hear, and I was like, and Barb goes, what? I go, you didn't hear it. She goes, no, what? I go, she growled. And she's like, well, stop messing with her. Stop trying to take her food. I go, she takes our food. And then I did it again. And she gives me that side look. I'm like, okay, all right. Don't growl at me. And then she started eating her treat again. I was like, how rude. Not like I was really going to take it, you know? Okay. My neck has remained wet, moist throughout this. Let's take this off. I really needed this today, you guys. I wore a face mask all weekend. Oh, my lips are really dry from the face mask. Not this one. From the ones that we have to put on. These. You know, I never read this. I'm sorry. Let me read it. Effect. Adopted high class rose extract. Provide abundant moisture and nutrition for your skin. Definitely with the moisture. And by the way, there's still a lot in here. I can feel it. But yeah, it feels so good. Thank you. Thank you, Mondo. Refresh. Tender and brightened skin. Make the skin soft, delicate, smooth, bright, elastic. I want to see where this is from. Keep away from out of the reach of children. It doesn't say where it's from. There's nothing foreign on it. But just the way they worded some things, it made me feel like it was foreign, but I don't think it is. But it was the Munsub Rose. I don't even know where I got it, but I have 2 of them. Smells really good. Okay, that was that. I was going to do skincare, but it's not soaking in very well. Did it say anything about... Okay. They said you can massage it or pat it into your skin. Okay, now it is. Or wipe it off. I'm not going to wipe this off. La, 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 la. Okay. Do I need my Gerson Stella spray all day? Rose spray? No. But you know what? I'm putting it on. You know why? Because I love it. While that soaks in, we're going to put on the neck cream. This is Jergens Skin Firming Neck and Chest. We had a lady on the news. Hello. They're protesting wearing masks. She's like, this is a free country. I shouldn't have to do this. They should allow me to go into the store at certain times when there's nobody else without my mask on with like-minded people and shop. And the reporter didn't raise the fact that, okay, fine. If they did that, what about the people in the store that are working that are going to be exposed to you? Rude. I should have that right. Well, during a pandemic, your rights are pretty much screwed. Sorry. My right to be able to do my job. The kids at the school I work for pay for a gym. Guess what? It's now on the road to being closed for 6 months because of this. You cannot go into a gym during a pandemic. Because what happens in the gym? Everybody sweats. Germs get spread. Even though we have the wipes, even though we have sprays, it could still happen. And there was this one guy, and he kept coming back and saying, well, the first time he was very rude to me. And then I gave him my boss's email. And then I wrote my boss an email and said, beware, he's on his way. And apparently she told him off. That was the Versed Stroke of Brilliance Brightening Serum. These are almost empty. Just saying. I forgot to put the lid on this one, the Jergens. And then he came back a week later, the guy, and he was very polite. And he goes, have you heard anything? And I go, no, I've talked to my boss. In fact, I talked to her tonight. I talked to you. He goes, oh. I go, did you email her? No, I didn't. Really? You didn't do that? Putting on my e.l.f. eye cream. That's a lot. I had to jab my finger into that. But he's still coming back. And he's like, it's going on well, at the first time he was like, it's going on 5 months. Well, now it's going on 6 months. And I go, look, they were thinking about opening up the undergrads gym. They were supposed to do it last Monday. They didn't because it's skyrocketed. The cases here in St. Louis are spiking again. For 2 weeks, they didn't give us any updates. The last one we had were 2 weeks ago. And it was like 43 people in the hospital and 25 in the hospital waiting for their test results. 43 were confirmed, 25 were waiting to be confirmed or let go. 2 weeks later, we finally get another update. 43 people are still in the hospital. Bet they're not the same ones. And 23 people are also in the hospital waiting for their test results. So, and that's just one hospital. And all the other hospitals are also getting the same thing. Sorry, I was about to go political by saying we have a dumbass governor who nobody elected. The old one, well, he was outed because he had an affair. And probably he was outed more for not playing ball with the other people. He was a new guy to politics. And he's like, no, we're not doing what you want. It's not your way or the highway. Um, and that's why I think he was out. Just saying. This was the elf. Oh, oops. Nourishing night cream. Okay. I also forgot to bring my sunscreen. So, I'm going to end this video. I'm not going to make you wait while I run and go get it. You guys, enjoy the week. Guess what? Next week is a holiday. We're only working 4 days next week. We have a 3-day weekend. I'm thinking about taking this coming Friday off. Thinking, okay. You guys, have a good day. I'm going to let you go and I'm going to stop ranting. I apologize, but I do that. Take care and I'll see you in the next video.